What's going on? What's going on, family? Man, we are here, man. We got some things to talk about today. Oh my gosh, we got some things to talk about today, family. What is going on, man? Let me know how y'all doing in the chat, man. Talk to me, because we about to get into this Jay Norvell. We about to get into this Jay Norvell today. Oh my gosh, it's about to go down, man. We about to have some great combo going on today, man. Y'all see the question, right? Y'all see the question in the chat up there. Was Jay Norvell comments out of bounds about Coach Prime? Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Because we finna really get into this topic and really hit it off. Man, what up, Extreme? Way out of bounds. Guess everyone is trying to get their 15 minutes of media attention. Hey, when I tell you I got like 3 points that I'm about to hit on, I got 3 points that I'm about to hit on about Mr. Jay Norvell and what it looks like for real from a different point of view. I'm going to be in the building listening, but while at work, let's go. Hey, Miss Smiley, what's happening? Ronald, you fool for making it your team. Listen, we about to get into it. We about to really get into it. Hey, Mr. Lawrence, yes, it's really personal now. See, we was going to take it easy. But then you want to go out there and run your mouth. So now we got to make it do what it do, baby. We got to make it do what it do. Hey, he is living in all these people's heads, man. Golly. What up, Kay? What up, Trey? What up, Dewey? What up, Zion? What up, Tay? Oh, man. Hey, Miss Pleasurely Plump. But, man, all right. So let's get into it, right? Jay Norvell talks about, he appreciate ESPN, if, his mom taught him respect to take off his glasses and his hat when speaking to elderlies. What? There's nothing wrong with it, right? That is, if you grew up in the right house, right? You know to do that. But to come after Coach Prime, Mr. Prime Time doing this, haven't you learned your lesson yet about coming at Coach Prime game week? Okay. You about to talk to my little friends. Okay. Coach Prime about to be on this Tony Montana. He about to be on that Tony Montana this weekend, man. It's like I was being nice now. But expect the Buffaloes to put up about 60 to this weekend. Because it's finna get real personal. And don't forget, we got to hit that Shador. Hit that Shador on them. I don't even got my watch. I don't even know my watch is. But we got to hit that Shador this weekend, man. Just get up in it. Just don't even say nothing. Just hit that Shador all weekend, baby. Hit that Shador all weekend. Because that's what it's about to be this weekend, man. We got to set the room right. We got to set this room right. Oh, man, listen. My biggest point that comes out of this, right? Coach Prime is trying to help you get a better job at a P5 job, and you go do this? Think about that logically. What Coach Prime is doing for black head coaches right now, right? He's helping y'all grow to get a P5 job, and you go do this? We got to make this make sense, baby. We got to make this make sense, baby. But if you don't know, man, welcome to RobDaMan Media. Baby, back with another, man. This show will be probably going to be a longer show because we got to talk about a lot of different things and a lot of different topics. But, man, we starting with Jay Norvell first, and we finna really dive into some things today. But the second thing on my mind, right? You saying this about Coach Prime is going to stop recruits from really coming to you, from you getting big time recruits. Because now you're showing that Coach Prime program is better. Coach Prime program is cooler. And your program is not. So think logically about what you do and what you say and how you say it. Because that can hurt you in the recruiting world. Because if you see that hatred against Coach Prime, and Coach Prime is one of the hottest coaches out there right now in America, and you're trying to get recruits, you just put yourself in a bind. I'm telling you, you just put yourself in a bind with recruiting because everybody's watching. Now you got ESPN that just blew that up. You got Fox that just blew it up. You got 0-3 that just blew this situation up. Hey, man, you better hope that your team can back up what you talking about. You better hope they can back up what you're talking about. Because if they can't, it's going to get ugly. And you about to have some problems. Because guess what? We finna take it real personal. And this defense, they about to get after your offense. And our offense, we finna go run that scoreboard up on you, boy. I'm just telling you what it is. You just set something on fire. You just set something on fire right now. And we are here for it. And I'm telling you right now, Mr. Jay Norvell, you shouldn't have did that, player. You shouldn't have did that. Because you setting yourself up for something that you ain't ready for. If you ain't learned from the first two teams, you're going to learn today. You're going to learn on this Saturday. I promise you. When y'all pull that bus up this Saturday and y'all get off that bus, you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel how the energy is in that stadium. We didn't need no more bulletin board material. But since you want to do that, I guarantee we got a message for you. I guarantee we got a message for you this weekend. That's for sure. But, my third point, right? So my first point, right? Why would you go out and do this? Just why? Just why? Second point, talk about recruiting. You're going to hurt yourself in recruiting going against Coach Prime. It's not something you want to do, player. It's not something you want to do. I don't think you want to do that. Just like Coach Reed said, right? Hating is a potion. Why do you want to disrespect? Like, listen. Stop comparing yourself in a situation, right? Don't compare yourself to a different person. Just go out and be you. Get your troops rallied to come out there and play some football. Stop taking the landscape away from football, right? Talking about Coach Prime and glasses and hats. Come on, baby. We talking about football. And you want to make it personal? We got something for you, player. We got something in store for you. But it's 11:11 here. We just going to say a prayer for Mr. Norvell. Hey, Mr. Norvell. Lord, I know what you about to do. We know that this story is already written, Lord. But, Lord, we just pray that they just do what they do. We stay healthy. We enjoy this weekend. And we'll just watch this greatness come. Amen. That's what I'm going to say for Mr. Mike Norvell. I'm going to say a prayer for you, baby. I'm going to say a prayer for you. At 11:11, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Because, baby, it might get a little weird this weekend. And we going to take some things personal. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Appreciate you, Miss Jennifer. Thank you for the donation. Man, Saturday can't come. Hey, listen. I don't even want Saturday to come. I want this to slow roast. You know why I want this to slow roast? Because we know it's a late night game. So let's go ahead and let it slow roast. Because guess what? We're going to have some people in the business. We're going to have some people in the building. And we about to get into that next. If you haven't seen, Lil Wayne's going to be there this weekend. He's the big celebrity of the week. You got Wiley and Gillo is already there right now. And guess what? We got that Florida pipeline coming this weekend. We're going to have about 7 to 10 Florida boys in the building this weekend. We're going to have 7 to 10 Florida boys in the building this weekend. I ain't gonna drop no names. I ain't gonna drop no names. But I know some that know some that know some that know some. And I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Yeah, we gonna be on commitment alert this weekend, baby. We gonna be on commitment alert this weekend. And I'm telling you right now, when I'm telling you that we got some Florida boys coming, it's some dogs that's coming. And I'm talking about some fire elite talent coming this weekend. Expect it. I can't release no names because things are still getting finalized, that number might be going up more than 10. But best believe we gonna have some 5 stars and some big time 4 stars in the building this weekend in Boulder. It is going to be a show to be seen, to be heard, and I'm telling you right now, everything and everybody that's coming is a connection. Everybody from Florida that's coming is a connection. We got some Georgia boys coming. Florida and Georgia, you're going to see a lot of them boys up here this weekend. But what I will say, it is all a connection. So all it takes is for one of them commit. And the minute one of them commit, guess what's going to happen? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 might commit. Just letting you know. Be prepared. I ain't dropping no names. I ain't saying nothing. But what I am telling you, this weekend's recruiting, it's a big list. It's a big list that's coming. And guess what we finna do? We finna go have a party. We about to go have a pure party. But let's get back to Mr. Jay Norvell, because I ain't forget about you, dog. I just had to let y'all know, family, because y'all know me. I'm going to tell you. Might not tell you all, but I'm definitely going to tell you what's coming. And that the offers are coming. But we got some big-time ballers that's going to be in the house this weekend. But Mr. Jay Norvell, I get what you said and why you said it, right? But do you know how much you're messing up opportunities and how bad that look, right? Coach Prime is trying to elevate and help more black coaches get better jobs. And then you want to go against the grain. Why? Why, baby? I get it, we play against each other. But you couldn't find anything to talk about football related? Outside of talking about being disrespectful? Come on, baby. We better than that. We better than that. But, like Coach Prime say, there's a lot of coaches out there that's a little uncomfortable because they don't like what Coach Prime doing. And see, we starting to see who really uncomfortable about Coach Prime. When Coach Prime made that statement, a lot of people took it as a joke and thought Coach Prime was just saying that. And he was just running his mouth. But see, each and every week we get to a new week, we start to see who really uncomfortable about what Coach Prime is really doing. We're really starting to find out. And it's sad. It's just sad, man. It's like, listen, man, let's talk football. Why are we talking about everything outside of football in the realms of football? Let's talk about football. What do you expect your team to do? What do you see as a strong point and a weakness for your team? Don't get up there talking in nonsense, but it's okay. Because guess what? Sorry, y'all, I got a phone call. Sorry. We're proving to one coach, right? TCU. Then we went and proved to the second coach, Matt Rule. Now we on the third coach. Man, oh man, oh man. You know what? I'm about to drop the link. I'm putting this disclaimer out right now. Don't come on my channel cussing. Be respectful to everybody on the show. Do not overtalk people. Allow people to talk. All right? I will start muting people today because we got a lot to talk about and a lot to get into. This is going to be one of them shows that you do not want to miss because we going to get into some things. And I'm telling you right now, Jay Norvell, you got something coming to you this weekend, man. I just wish you just wouldn't never said what you said, but it's okay. It's okay. Because you about to learn loud and clear. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the show, man. We are here, man. We having a good time, family. Man, this is about to go up, man. This show is about to be lit. Tell you right now, the link is about to drop so you can call and pull up and talk about it. Ladies, pull up and talk because we here. You know me. I don't mind the ladies coming on to the show and talk some football. I don't mind. So we here. Let's go. Smash that like button, man, for your boy, man. We on the road to 500, but once we get to 500, we going to be on the road to 5K, man. We are coming. Man, oh man, oh man. It is up, man. The link is in. If you want to join, pull up. Man, Rob, they going on my sit. Hey, but let me go do some shout outs while we here. Hey, Mr. Loris. Hey, Miss Ryan. Hey, Miss Sir Ken, what's up? Salute to the new subscribers in the building, Mr. Brian. Miss D Goddess. Hey. Zion in the building, baby. Hey, let's talk. Hey, man, we finna get into it, man. So, what up, Chris? What up, Dewey? What up, Kay? I am disappointed that he said that two brothers competing on the big stage with all the spotlight. Instead of saluting Coach Prime for the opening the doors, you taking nasty shots at him and his mom. Crazy. Listen, we about to really get into it today. Salute to everybody. Man, hey, man, if you got some questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you want to pull up to the show, the link is in there. Come talk, baby, because we here. Zion, talk to us, man. What's happening, man? What's going on? What up, Trey?
What's good, man?
Man, hey, listen, man. I'm lit today, man. I'm on fire. I'm on
Hey,
fire.
hey,
I'm ready to
you
go.
remember that score prediction we predicted the other, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Hey, talk to him.
Raise that by like 20 more points.
Talk to him.
But what's so crazy though is Rob Prime was just praising this man 2 days ago, giving him props, trying to elevate the few black coaches that we got in college, Group of Five or Power Five football. And for him to take that shot, and I hear people talking about, oh, you didn't take a shot. All you doing is giving his team more fuel for the fire to come out there at home and whoop up on a team that's not very good.
Hey,
And
just
then
like
people gonna be like, oh, they played a sorry CSU team. No, blame your head coach. Players can't be mad. You gotta go your head coach with that, because the head coach ain't gonna be on the field trying to keep up with CU athletes.
so,
I said it was
hold on, give me 1 second, Zion. Yes, Jake Norvell is a black head coach.
black
For
man.
those who are asking, he is a black head coach.
That's crazy, bro. Prime was just praising this man 2 days ago. But I feel as though someone paid him to do that, because ain't no way, Rob. Why we can't cuss? I'm just what?
No, no, leave that. That's family. That's family. You good? You good? But to me, man, I look at it as like this, right? And I just keep going back to this. You only hurting yourself more than you like think you helping your team in a situation, right? And the reason why I say that is right. You putting a real spotlight on what your program is versus what Coach Prime is.
Uh-huh.
Y'all keep talking about Coach Prime, but what y'all forgetting, man, why y'all not talking about the players? But it just goes to show you that our program is electrifying, it's
Yep.
exciting, we
Mm-hmm.
got the exposure,
Mm-hmm.
everything that you don't got, we got. And we do
Mm-hmm.
things at a higher level than what you got. And that's why you upset. That's why Coach Prime is in here disrupting everything because they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want Coach Prime to go out there and be like, "Hey, dog, you just took over." They want to make it hard for Coach Prime, but guess what? God with us, we gonna prevail. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, and it ain't finna prosper this weekend. I can tell you that.
Hey Rob, you
But
know what's so
thank you,
crazy
Jay
though?
Norvell.
You know what's so crazy though? He is not talking sideways about any of the coaches he's played. Every last one of them, except for Sonny Dykes, has came at him sideways. Sonny Dykes was a smart one though. He didn't take no shots.
He took his shots, but he just got quiet. You know what I'm saying? You see how everybody when it gets to game week, everybody get quiet and try to get all nice. He took his shots.
I think I could call it already. Jay Norvell and his presser, he gonna be like, "Oh, we faced a very good team. They were better than us today. They're gonna blow them out, bro. Don't be surprised. I said 50. I said 45 to 50. I could see because you gotta realize you talking about the man's grandmother now. The
So
starting
his
QB,
mom.
that's his grand. No,
You gotta hit that
Shador.
Shador. You gotta hit that Shador.
That's his grandmother you talking about. So what
You
do you
gotta
think he
hit that
gonna do?
Shador. Hey, but you
Rock
disrespected his dad and
and his
and
granny and his granny. What you think he gonna do?
I got
What you
something
think?
for you. I got something for you. Just wait. Go ahead, talk, Zion.
What y'all think Shiloh gonna do? They got a backup QB starting. That's a freshman, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey Zion.
Yeah,
This is how we coming all week. We come with glasses and we coming out that Shador, baby. We coming
bro,
out that Shador all
bro.
week. We
That
coming
defense is
out with
going,
the shades on and we coming out Shador all weekend. The
but
Shador. The
their weak,
Shador. That's what we gonna be
Rock,
doing this week.
their weakness is the up tempo offense.
We coming out with the Shador all weekend. We putting up 60, baby. We
Yeah,
put up
yeah,
60.
they easily putting up 60. They're gonna put
Oh,
60 up.
Shiloh might go try to take that quarterback out. Hey, Miss E. Wheeler, what up, J Dot?
Bro.
Hey,
It's
we all weekend. I'm telling you right now, all weekend it's gonna be shades on. We hitting the Shador Sanders all weekend. We're coming Shador all weekend. Shador
don't
about
be
to go probably. Shador might try to go for 600 yards this weekend.
don't be surprised. Y'all see Dylan score like 2 touchdowns.
Hey, listen. Oh, Miss Bird, Miss Dr. Bird in the building. Hey, Dr. Bird, I need you to pull up.
Hey,
I
yeah,
need
Tanisha,
you to
hop on
pull up
Tanisha.
and talk to. Cause we
That
here.
shit, that's crazy, bro.
But the question of the day, right? If you just now joining to the channel, the question of the day: do you think Jay Norvell was out of line for what he said about Coach Prime? That's the question of the day. You can answer it in the chat, or you can pull up to the show.
All right, can I answer?
You can answer.
All right. Me personally, as a black man, when you bring a man's mother into anything that you got going on with me, that's a slap in the face. You see what I'm saying? Like, talk about me. Don't bring my mother into it. Talk about me. Don't be like, oh, when your mother, when you come around your parents, blah blah blah, because you're taking shots at not just me, but my mom and my family. So he's gonna take that personally. He might not come out and remember, he's a God fearing man. He don't curse. So his players, that emotion is gonna translate to his players. Them dudes are coming out. It's gonna be like that movie. What's that movie with Denzel Washington when he played the head coach? Remember the
Remember the
Titan?
Tigers? Yeah.
That's how they gonna come out, bro. Smacking.
We got Law Dog in the building. What up, Mac? So
And Lord,
yes. Hold on. Yes, so if you don't know, right? Uh Jay Norvell came out and stated, my mother taught me to pretty much take off my glasses and my hat when I'm talking to elderlies. That's pretty much what his statement was, right? I'm paraphrasing what his statement was in context without reading the whole statement, but to put it in context, right? He basically said, when you're talking to people, right? Coach Prime shouldn't have on glasses and his hat. Basically telling Coach Prime when he go into interviews or when he talking to people what he should and shouldn't do and how his mama raised him. And Coach Prime mom should have raised him better. That's kind of what he kind of like paraphrasing what he said. So it's a little bit disrespectful, but I just wanted your opinion because we have to come up here and talk about this, family. We had to come up here and talk about this one today, and it's going to another level, right? Because
the
we're not
disrespect is getting
talking about
crazy, man.
football. We're not talking about football now. Now we're getting into personal things about how you should conduct yourself in an interview, what you should wear in an interview, how you should condone an interview. Who's in a higher position? Is it Coach Prime or Jay Norvell? The last time I checked, it was Coach Prime. But for
That
you to
hey
go
Rob,
up there, but for you to go up there and talk about Coach Prime, mom, wait a minute, dog. You done crossed the line now, man. You done crossed the line now, dog.
hey
You
Rob, you know basically what he's
crossed
saying is
the
right.
line. But
Basically what he said was Coach Prime don't got no home training. That's basically what he's saying, bro.
but listen, Coach Prime mom, right? Coach Prime mom told him to go be him.
Yep.
That's why Coach Prime is him. Go be him. Not go be somebody else. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Go be yourself and be him.
I tell my son that all the time.
What's up with y'all, yo? What's up with y'all?
What
What's
up,
good,
Jonas?
Lord?
What up, Law Dog? Talk to us. Give me your opinions. One at a time. One at a time. Give me your opinions. We'll kick it off with Law Dog. Law Dog, give me your opinion, man. What's going on, baby? Well, all right, Law Dog ain't talking. Jonas, talk to us.
What's up, partner?
Not much, man. What's your opinion on the situation? We here to talk.
Man, Coach J must have took CU minus 23, man. He must looking for an ass whooping, dog. He had to take CU minus 23, son. Ain't no way you about to get them dudes amped up again to beat the brakes off you. Ain't no way. Like, ain't no way you gonna sit there and tell somebody, I take my hat and my glasses off when I talk to somebody. Who are you to question the way another man carries himself? Who are you to tell me I tied my shoes up wrong? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like certain people have an opinion, but sometimes you need that shit better off being kept in your brain, dog.
Yeah.
Real talk. Cause some things don't make no sense, dog. Like, I'm sure them people ain't asked you nothing about your hat and your glasses.
Nope.
You just offering up information. Bad as you know what I'm saying? You just offering information bad. Now you got people like Bucky and Neely and Darius. They're just gonna be showing it to everybody. Man, you see what they're saying about your daddy? You see what they're saying about Coach? Man, they gonna break them dudes up, son.
About your granny too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, at some point, dog, your opinion should be like, keep it to yourself, bro. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing, bro. Because
Right.
as much as I know about Prime, son, he ain't gonna say nothing about none of them dudes, dog. Nothing.
Nope.
He ain't gonna say nothing about none of them dudes, son.
Hey Jonas, you said coach to the minus 23, huh?
Yeah, he must have took CU minus 23, bro.
Yeah, he had to be, bro. He tripping, bro. I woke up this morning and seen that. I was like, what be wrong with these people, bro? He already showing you. this what I think it is, bro. They falling in love with the Mackin, bro. Like they ain't never seen this before, bro. So all they can do is just hate on it. You know, they can't. I mean, that whole comment, like, bro, what? Come on, bro.
You
Hey,
breaking up.
Lawdog,
You
your phone
breaking up.
breaking up. Your phone breaking up.
We got Dr. Barton in the building. Talk to us, Dr. Barton.
So, you know what's crazy to me is not even the comment about the glass, like that was out of line, but it's the way he said it, what he said before he even said that.
Go.
He was like, my team is tired of seeing them on ESPN. My guys are, bro, so? Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like he was almost like riling himself up because he was so frustrated that Coach Prime is everywhere. And then he says, and I have been raised. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
He said it was such visceral, like wearing glass. Like, this man's been wearing glasses and chains and hats since 1989.
Since
Like,
his
bro,
draft day. Since his draft day, he had on shades.
yeah, it's literally who he is. Like, that's actually who Coach Prime is. So it was wild. It was actually wild to just sit back and watch him. And then the corny dude next to him that was like, like, what is going on?
We gonna see how much laughing they gonna
And then
do
the
this
crowd
weekend.
started clapping.
Say, look, check it out. When was that question asked? I mean, when did he say that?
Last night.
That's nice.
Last night?
Hey.
I kind of thought that was something from a couple months ago. But he
No.
nah.
Nah.
That's fresh, bro.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Jonas, you know what's crazy about the whole situation? They didn't even ask the man the question. He just came out and said it.
Yeah, you have to go back and watch like a minute before he said it. Because what happened was that, you know how like somebody asks you something and as you start to talk, you start to get more and more annoyed because it's like you're playing the situation over in your head. That's what he was doing. Because before he said it, he was like, and my team, my guys are tired of seeing them on ESPN. We're tired of seeing them. And then he was like, and who showed when I was raised, when I go to an interview, like, bro, what?
Hey, Rob.
Football.
Hold on. Let her finish her point. What's up?
And then my other thing is why are we talking about Coach Prime? Talk about players, how you're going to win, what your game plan is. Like, it's so weird to me watching black men attack Coach Prime. That will never be cool with me. I don't understand what we're doing here. I'm done. Like, that's just unacceptable.
I said the same thing, and that was one of the points I brought up. I said, Coach Prime is trying to elevate you guys into a better position, and then you attack Coach Prime. How bad does that look on your part? Just think about that logic. Like, there's a man that's trying to elevate you to a higher position to help you make more money, and then you attack Coach Prime.
And he was just talking good about him 2 days ago.
Right.
Yep.
He was just like, man, that's a good dude. I respect that dude. I like the way his team play. And this man go up there and clean, go cut the man head off, buddy.
In his oil changing looking shirt. Like, how you gonna talk about somebody else's attire, bro? Look at you. Like, if we really want to get serious.
Cloud chasing.
Hey,
Rob, but what about? No, go ahead.
I was saying if I was Coach Prime, when they walk after the game and shake hands, I'd take my hat and my glasses off and look at him in his face like, "You sure? You got that? Oh, okay, cool."
He gonna apologize. I guarantee you. Hey, but Rob, hey, everybody in the chat, I want to give y'all an analogy. I don't know if y'all ever seen that Boosie interview where he was like, "You get the most hate in your city." So he said with that comment he made about seeing him he hates seeing him on TV. It's built up hate that he's been seeing for months and months and months, and so it finally came out in that interview without the guy even asking him about Coach Prime and the glasses, and so it's something that's been built up in him for months and months and months, and he finally got it out right before they come to Boulder, which is not a good thing because Matt Rule did the same thing, and he got 36 points put on his head. So,
Oof. I'm
tell,
gonna
So
tell
all
you, Zion. I think this is different. So
yeah.
I think I could be wrong. I think this room might have been a room full of boosters and powerful white people.
it had to. He got paid
And
to do that. I'm telling you,
correct.
he had to get paid
And
to do
I
that.
think correct. And I think he came out very Uncle Tom and was trying to get those people to be supportive of him, and in the process threw Coach Prime under the bus. And that's cowardly. Like that's the worst kind of coward.
I could
And
tell
I
you
hope
this.
Coach Prime doesn't even attempt to walk in the middle of the field. I feel like when that game is over, I want him to turn to his right and
No,
head
he
off
gonna shake
the
his
locker
hand.
room.
No, he gonna shake his hand because Coach Prime is man enough to he did the same thing to Eddie Robinson. Remember?
Well,
Yeah, is
I'll
that
tell
the
you
one that
this.
went south?
Hey,
But
so,
but he said something to Eddie Robinson before Eddie Robinson said that though, right?
yeah.
Nah, that
Yeah,
was
he
I
said
after
I'm
the game.
slack. He
I'll
told
tell
him
you.
he's slack. It's
Hey,
after the
listen.
game.
I'll say this: the only way Coach Prime don't shake his hand is if the fans rush the field again, because it is a
Yeah.
rivalry game. It's another rivalry game, and you got Lil Wayne in the building. You're gonna have a bunch of what celebrities in the building. You got Wallow and Gilly in the building. So it's gonna be some celebrities up there, man. It's gonna get a little
That's
Gonna get a
right.
little ruckus up there this
You
weekend. I can tell
you
you
got
that.
you got CSU fans talking about it might be a upset. I'm like, really?
Man, I saw one of them say, man, if we only lose by 20, that's a good sign. I said, man, they crazy.
Losing by 20, losing by 20 is not good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like for you to go out, just to have that in your mind. If you lose by 20,
That's a
That's a
good sign.
blowout, bro. That's
hey,
a blowout.
shout out to whoever just donated. It just came across my ticket, but I couldn't see who it was. But shout out to whoever just donated to the channel. Appreciate you, man. Listen, all right. So I'm right now for me. I'm looking at it from recruiting standpoint, right? How do y'all feel with Jake Norvell saying what he said? How do y'all feel that impacted recruits coming there?
Who the H was going to Colorado State to begin with?
So this is how it is, right? Everybody wants to go to see you, right? I'm just talking about. Just look at the state of Colorado, right? In a whole, right? All the top recruits want to go to Colorado. Whoever doesn't go, guess where they going? Colorado State. But now, what you just did was now you just pushed those recruits from not even want to come there.
All I know is that man better apologize.
I don't
Hey,
think he
listen,
will.
check this out. When I first realized or found out that Colorado State had a black head coach, and I'm like, okay, Colorado State is a group of 5. They got a black head coach. Maybe Coach Prime could use that like a minor league. You know what I'm saying? For guys who's not ready for Power 5, go to CSU for a year or two, get your game up, and transfer to CU.
He
But
could
now
have
it's
though.
like, man, we about to beat the green off y'all, man.
Right.
Listen, see, this is why Jake Norvell is not smart. He should have been partnering with Coach Prime.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Because anybody that's not good enough to see you, or he got some Florida boys that he want to get taken care of, they could have went to CSU. CSU and Boulder are not that far apart.
Right.
Like they're really not. It's not a long drive to either one of those schools. So
What's the
you could
distance,
have
Rob?
really,
Hey, I want an X Rob that. What's the difference
What's the
from Denver
distance
to Boulder?
from Fort Collins to Boulder?
Yeah, what's the difference? What's the distance?
really like an hour and 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think y'all realize Shiloh and Shador went on a visit there.
Yep.
They were recruiting Shiloh?
They was recruiting Shiloh and Shador. They went on a visit there. Shiloh and Shador got into a fight that night because one of them wanted to have a girl up in the room. I ain't gonna say which one, but they went on a visit there.
Shiloh.
I just feel like when Black people have a chance to be a story, why do we have to turn on each other? Like this was the perfect situation for him to do the right thing and be a man and be respectful. And you're up here kicking. The laugh came out. The laugh
Hey
made
Dre,
it.
your background super loud. Coach Dre.
Like, what he thought everybody was gonna stand up and say, "Yeah, Coach J, you right."
Hey,
Yeah.
Coach Dre, turn your background
TSU
down.
fans, TSU fans will say that though. Jay.
But will they though? Because
On the
like
on
I can't really hear myself. Somebody's background
Hey,
stuff.
Coach Dre, turn your background down. All
You
right,
gonna
go
have to
go
mute
ahead.
until it's time to talk.
Ooh, that was stressing me out, y'all. I needed a minute. No, I
Hey,
just the
go ahead.
whole I don't know. This is just it's disappointing because of for the culture it's disappointing. But then it also is like, can y'all just leave this man alone? Is that me? I hear cars and all kinds of things.
Zion, they gotta be Zion because Zion's the only person that's not muted.
Oh.
All right, go ahead, Miss Barr. You should be good. I don't know what's going on right now.
Are we falling apart, guys? Come on, hold
Yeah,
it together. We can do this. We got this.
Hey, we got Coach Dre in the building. He's in Florida, so talk to us, Coach Dre. We got J-Dot in the building. Coach Dre, talk to us. All
See,
right.
none of y'all understood the assignment. See, y'all come on here. You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing, guys? Come on.
Yeah. J-Dot, talk to us. We got J-Dot in the building. Let's talk.
Hey, this is some ESPN WWE. Like they got Norvell saying it.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all stop letting them people get y'all riled up, man. He trying to rally up his fan base, man. He really don't know nothing else to do, man. He in a lose-lose situation. So everybody getting riled up. Prime, he gonna have something special for him because he always do. Y'all see what he did to Eddie Robb. You see what he did to the dude for Alabama A&M when he said something about when Coach Prime was on the little scooter thing. You know, he was like, "Hey man, Coach Prime, I hurt my ankle yesterday in practice. Bring me one of them scooters." So they found a little, I think a Dora Explorer little scooter. And they left it in the middle of the field. So Coach Prime got little stuff. He ain't gonna say nothing, but they got little stuff they'll do. They don't need to get worked up about that, man. We just gotta handle business. It's a way to get us throwed off. When your opponent start doing stuff like that, you got them beat.
Yeah.
They got him beat because you got to do now. I'm trying to do stuff now. What you got to do, what he got to do, is go and calm his kids down because now kids overreact. So now you done tried my coach. Now the talking gonna get a little worse than what it was probably normally gonna be. So he just got to calm his kids down.
Oh man, they coming. They coming. I know Shador finna go try to throw for 500-600 yards this weekend, man.
Right. All they did was probably make it worse on themselves. Like they probably gonna try to really embarrass him. Maybe when it wasn't gonna be as bad, maybe he was gonna take Shador out. Now I'm not taking Shador out. Now I'm gonna just
Hey Rob, hey
Hold on, hold on.
how
Let Drake talk. Let Drake talk, bro. Don't cut him off.
So
Go ahead,
I
Drake.
mean
my bad, my
no. Go
bad.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I got you. Go ahead.
No, finish. I just want to ask Rob a quick question, but no, go ahead, bro.
So I mean, so that's all it is. And then, like you say, it's gonna be everybody and their mama gonna be there. So it's a chance to put up big score. But now all he did was just them people ain't gonna come out now. Like Shador might stay into the fourth quarter, but now Coach Prime and they coaches also got to start thinking that hey, we can't leave them kids in taking no cheap shots because now people gonna start aiming for knees and it's gonna get a little. I think this game gonna get a lot chippier than what I thought it was gonna be because of what he said.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna get physical fast. I can tell you that right now. But go ahead, Zion.
Nah, quick question. Hey, how long this Rocky Mountain Showdown been going down?
It's already been
Over,
going down for a long time, bro.
Like
over 50
6
years?
years. I think it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
6 years.
yeah.
Oh, so it's a rival.
It ain't. So
I
here's the
think it
thing,
go back to
Zion.
like 100 years, dog. I ain't lying.
Zion, here's the thing. It ain't really a rivalry. If you want to be honest, it's because it's two in-state teams. It ain't really
Yeah.
a rivalry. If you go look up the numbers, CU win percentage against them is through the roof. They already got like 6 or 7 wins against Colorado. It ain't really a rivalry. It's just because it's in state.
So why they talking so spicy online? Like they got this big old lead over CU and all
because you
time
got
win.
because you got to do something. You got listen. You coming to the party, it's like your family member. They come to the party. They all every time y'all have a party, he always come to the party and he don't bring nothing. Well, y'all ain't never brought nothing. But now the party got celeb. Now this year you went out and got celebs and all this to the party. Now I'm trying to bring something to the party. So now they can talk about me too. So I had to go do something to make them talk about me because nobody like, okay, it's Colorado State. That's how people talking about it. They talking about all the other narratives. They not talking about Colorado State. So I got to do something to make us be talked about.
True.
I think ESPN needs the ratings. And Stephen A. Smith, like his show's on tomorrow, right? I think this
Yeah.
Yeah.
coach did that because he the last people he talked to was ESPN. ESPN did it because ESPN is losing in the coach prime rating.
No, you guys, but I think we're missing. I think have you guys watched the entire stance he took though? We're only talking about the one comment about the hat and glasses. That man was doing a regular conversation, and then somebody asked him a random question just about like his players, whatever. So then he starts going on like a tangent about everything was good, and then he flips it and starts saying, "And we're tired of seeing them on ESPN. We're tired of." So it's like he talked himself into getting riled up. Have you ever done that? Like
Oh
somebody
yeah.
asks you a question, and then before you realize it, you're now just talking dirt on this person because you riled yourself up so much. So I don't think he intentionally did this because that wasn't the question he was asked. I think his own thoughts led him here because
But that's
he got caught up in the moment.
the thing is, he had that mean you had that on your heart and on your mind
I
anyway.
agree with that.
You see what I'm saying? The old people told us a long time ago, when you drunk and when you mad, you tell a person what you really think. So in the heat of the moment, his press conference, I haven't seen it from what I've been told. His press conference, like that's all they really was asking him about. Oh, what you think about Coach Prime? This, that. So they wasn't really asking him about his team and him. So he had, like you say, he done worked. Now he done got himself upset. He done worked himself up, and now boom, exactly what I've been talking about to my team and what I've been saying off camera. It just came out on camera, and
Yep.
he couldn't stop. And he couldn't stop himself.
And
You
can
get
we
what I'm
just
saying?
right? And can we just say like this man did all of this in what looks like a Jiffy Lube shirt? I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't. Like how
But
you talk, oh,
to
man.
me, this goes back to what me and Rob talked about, and I think Zion was on when we talked about. I don't like it because it's another black man talking down another black man. We already don't have enough black head
Correct.
coaches. So
Yeah.
what are we doing? Like what are you doing? Like that's what I really want to ask him. What are you doing? Like what was that for? Because you're not Deion Sanders. Nobody is.
That's
Okay,
what
but
I
we
agree.
need more black coaches in Power Fives. And it's good that two black coaches are going to be on a big stage. And now you just went and tarnished this whole thing. Now you got black people against black people again, like it's always been. But that's what they always said, and they said it in the Bible. He said whenever Pharaoh wanted to keep the slaves bickering, he just sent some words down there so for them to argue with each other. But when they got together, that's when Pharaoh couldn't do anything. And that's all we do. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot, shooting ourselves in the foot. Now this is gonna be the narrative behind this football game. That you talked about Prime. These boys finna go out here and embarrass you worse than what they probably was going to. Like you say, Prime know this another black man. I
Yep.
ain't finna embarrass him. I'm not finna embarrass him like that. Hey, but we get up 40. Let's say we get up 40 something and they just got 7 or 14. I'm gonna pull your daughter them out. Start playing my other, my other kids, get Charlie Offerdall and all them guys in the game. Now, hey, I don't care how bad we whoop you. I'm gonna try to. He gonna tell you straight up. I'm trying to make sure every light on the scoreboard works. Now that's his man. That's gonna be his mentality. When that might not have been his mentality from the forefront.
Yeah.
Playing him.
Hey
Before
Dre.
you joined, I said it was very Uncle Tom.
Hey
Like
Dre. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to
you
say this.
didn't. You're good.
Okay. This reminds me of Jackson State versus Southern last year. But go ahead.
I mean, it does, but in that realm, that's what they expect because it's nothing but black head coaches. You get what I'm saying? So that narrative gets old quick.
Yeah.
With old black coaches on black coaches, that's all you got. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, for this to be a big showing, and for this to be what we're gonna talk about, because this is what the world's gonna talk about. Stephen A gonna get on First Take tomorrow. He gonna talk about it. When they get on Big Noon, they gonna talk about it. Everybody's gonna talk about it.
Disputed talked about it this morning.
Calvin Coward's talking about it right now.
And they gonna listen. And they gonna ask Prime what he think about it. He gonna say, "Man, I don't got nothing to say about that." He ain't gonna say nothing bad about them people, son.
He's not gonna say. He's not. He's not.
I mean,
He gonna
he got
tell
his
you.
presser today. When he does his presser later on today with the Buff TV.
It's just dumb. See, that's what I'm saying. We taking up time talking about it. Now everybody gonna take up time and talk about it. Because of the simple fact is, because you ran your mouth, because you let your emotions take over. When you should use, like every HBCU, use this to your advantage. This is a big game. You got Coach Prime. Hey man, pump your people up. Hey man, let's get down here. Let's support our team. What if we did beat them? Okay. What if you did do that? What if we did beat them? You use this for your publicity to try to get your numbers up. Don't try to get your numbers up by trying to knock him down. And that's just that's what's sickening me about the whole thing. Because it just didn't have to be this way.
It didn't at all. But hey Dre, not to change the topic, right? What's going on in the state of Florida? Any new news?
I mean, bro,
man, we get you on here, man. We gotta ask. You ain't gotta say everything and everything. We know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. He trying to keep some kids under wraps. You know, we got some stuff under wraps, and it's some kid, because I want y'all to understand that these stars athletes, and like 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, all of that's just based on kids going to camps. Now, so you go to a certain camp and say you run a 4.3 or you impress at certain camps. That's how you get stars. Sometimes these kids don't be good. Some of the best kids don't have stars. Because, again, it goes back to the money situation. If you don't have the money to get your kids to these camps, how can your kid be seen? Now it's just off of your huddle film. And this, that, and the third. It's a lot of kids that don't get offers until their senior years when they can get the camps and when they can see stuff. So you have to go dig deep and find kids that nobody's looking for. And Coach Prime is great at that. He's great at it. And like I say, if I know, like Coach Prime told you, I can make you a 3-star overnight. I can just make a phone call and say, hey, this kid, I saw this kid, you need to be a 3-star. Okay, Coach Prime. And next thing you know, that kid is a 3-star. So that's even a business. That's why all these other people came up with different stuff. Rivals, and you got On 3, and you got all these other recruiting services. They came out of the blue because it should be in there. They came out of the blue, out of nowhere. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to understand recruiting. And if you don't understand recruiting, then it's kind of hard. But we got stuff going on in Florida. And again, it comes back to, I told y'all, a lot of these kids want to play with each other. And then say I stay in Miami and I got a friend that stays up here a little closer to Gainesville, and they playing in 7-on-7 together. But they never get to play together in high school, but they both big time recruits. Well, then I want to go play with my friend because I never got a chance to play with him. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So it's a lot of that goes on as well. So all of that plays into it. And so now a lot of these coaches, they're getting 7-on-7s together. Okay. So, hey, y'all, let me check. I'm going to come right back. Let me check on my grandbaby right quick.
Okay. Hey, J-Dog, I know you haven't really talked, so go ahead and talk to us real quick. Why Dre's...
No, I was just saying that, like, I feel like this is like WWE, propaganda. Like, let's make somebody the heel. So Approach Prime wins, he beat. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like ESPN like coerced him to say these things. But like, I don't know. I've never liked Jay Norvell. Like I said, my mom, like he recruited my cousin from to Oklahoma, and when he was at UCLA, he came to one of my games. My mom's like, I don't like this dude. She got a good judge of character.
Yeah. And the craziest part about it is he's been in college football for a long time. He's been around football for a long time.
He's been an OC at big programs since like the 90s.
That's what I understand. Like, why say this when you've been around the block so
Because Rob, them dudes don't like that man just passed them up like that, bro. They don't like that, dog.
But you know what? Respectfully say that.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Yeah, I agree, but I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't know. I didn't know he was a black head coach until this week.
Me either. If you listen to him talk, he don't sound black.
Well, listen. Some people would say I don't either.
Close your eyes and listen to him talk, and you would not say that's a black man.
Like no, like I'm not trying to be like disrespectful. Like I've seen the man in person, and he never mentioned once, like when he's recruiting kids, that he was a black head coach or a black coach.
He never said, man, this is the first time I got the, this is the only black coach I'm gonna play this year. He never acknowledged that.
Oh, so he for real is Uncle Tom. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we've established that.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go that far, but I didn't know that this man's been around for a long time until now.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make this announcement, then I'm gonna let y'all talk. Salute to everybody that's in the building. If you have a business and you want to promote your business on the channel, all you gotta do, if you have to be a moderator. If you're not a moderator, give one of my moderators. They will drop your link in the chat for your business. But if you want to promote your business on the channel, feel free. Just hit up one of my moderators and they'll get you taken care of on that part. Thank everybody for that's hitting here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm on a different platform, so I can't see how many likes we got in the building. One of my moderators just let me know, keep me updated on how many likes we got in the building for me, because I'm on a different platform where I can't see how many likes is in the building. But if you got any business, because I'm always about supporting the business, supporting the family that's on here. If you got a YouTube channel, you can drop that too. Support, man. Y'all know us. If you came and you've been part of the family, that's how we roll. So if you got a business, if you got a YouTube channel, and you want to share it, go ahead, drop that link in the chat. Feel free. We here. We support everybody. There's no hate in this building. There's no hate on my channel. We support everybody up in that thing. As long as you ain't saying nothing out of character or disrespecting nobody, we good. But back to the show. I don't know who was talking, but y'all can go ahead.
I actually knew Mike McDaniel was black before I knew Jay Norvell, the coach of the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, but because he said it, didn't he? Like when he got hired.
Yeah. But see, the thing about the Dolphins coach, like he's super chill and he just stays in his lane, right? Jay Norvell, you've been around the block too long for you not to go do something like that, man.
He's from Colorado too.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense, man.
What's the weather like in Colorado this weekend?
So game time, it should be roughly around like 60, 70 degrees. It's supposed to rain tomorrow night. So we'll see what the field will look like on Saturday night. But it's supposed to rain tomorrow night here in Colorado.
Okay. That's one of the things that I've been like when I did my preseason predictions about like games and scores. That was the one X factor is that weather.
Yeah.
Because, perfect weather conditions is one thing. And then as soon as the rain starts, you're like, oh. So what can we do today?
Yeah. Honestly, man, I just want some of these coaches to just talk about football. Like, you ain't got to talk X and O, but talk about your players, what you expecting on your team, what you expecting on the other team when you go in there doing interviews. But it's always going to get that one or two reporter that's going to ask a sideways question just to get you pumped up, right? And that's all they did to Mike Norvell, to be honest with you. But hey, it is a rivalry game. So hey, it's a rivalry game. What do you expect from him to be loved with Coach Prime? No, I'm not expecting him to love Coach Prime. I'm not expecting him to talk nice about Coach Prime. But at least if you up here on a, like what I expect from any coach, right? If your program is not at the level of Coach Prime program, promote your program. Talk good about your program. Have something to say good about your program. Because if you don't have nothing to say good about your program, how are you going to expect recruits to have something to say about your program?
Wait,
That's how
Rob,
I look at it.
what that question was? What you expect him to do?
Yeah. That was a question from the chat from Chris E.
What I expect him to do? Talk about the game. Talk about the team. Why would you talk about a coach? Talk about the game. Talk about how your team gonna beat that team. You so infatuated with Prime, you already lost.
And isn't this their first like nationally televised game? Talk about that. The players
Talk
he's
about
excited to see shine.
talk about somebody dropped 81 on you or whatever they scored. Talk about that.
I also think it would be a great opportunity for him to tell us what to expect from his players. Like, who should we be looking for on his team? Like, who are his running backs? Who are his who? You know what I mean? Like, get people excited to watch your guys go to battle.
He didn't talk about it. One of his defensive ends. One of his defensive ends is really good.
Yeah, he could what's his name? Right? He could have went on a whole rant about that guy. Like, you're going to be impressed, and he's going to do this, and our guys are ready, and we've been practicing so hard this weekend. We're fired up, and we're ready to go, and like we have a new quarterback coming, and blah blah blah. You know, like just such a missed opportunity.
Hey Rob, but
Go ahead.
ain't that QB? Ain't he like a freshman?
Which one?
Their backup QB that started.
Nicolosi?
Whatever his name is.
I
Hey,
gotta go
Rob.
back and look. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, can you hear me?
We got old school in the building.
Hey, what up, Rob? Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, the greatest form of flattery is somebody doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, your kid come up and growing up and be like you and going after you and doing everything after you. A lot of times these coaches, and you can tell the coaches they don't like Coach Prime because what they'll do, they'll call out his name. They'll say Deion Sanders. They'll never say Coach Prime. If they say Coach Prime, they have to recognize him and even be the coach. They don't even want to do that. Am I right or wrong, Rob?
You're right.
If that's the case, they ain't got to ask you that. If that's the case, hey, Rob, look. If that's the case,
Somebody background.
yeah, somebody I know. It's always the same. Hey, if that's the case, though, Rob, look here. If that's the case, Coach Prime wouldn't have to be going around checking these people about calling them out of his name, but about what he wanted to be called. He asked them to call him Coach Prime. You understand me? So when these other coaches come out and they come out like that, you can always tell that it's hate, and they'll never recognize him as Coach Prime. The one that do say it like that, they give them respect. The other ones, never. Right?
Hey.
Go along and notice that, Rob. You would notice it as you see people come on the air and people that talk about him, they'll never say Coach Prime. If they don't like him, they'll go Deion Sanders and all that other names. That's it, Rob. I just wanted to say that. I'm
Old
gone
school
now.
got the glasses on today. Hey, he got the shades on today for you. Hey,
I'm outside. Rob, I'm outside. Rob, I'm outside.
Hey.
It's sunny outside. Come on, Rob. Hey, in the house, I'm outside.
Hey, old school, got a question
Yeah.
for you. Because you say, you had your lawyer now. Where that lawyer at, baby? Where the lawyer at?
What lawyer?
You said you had the lawyer yesterday now.
Oh, no, I told you to talk to my lawyer. My lawyer is hot air. It's dry air. Don't say nothing. My lawyer don't even talk back. He just takes care of the business. I'm telling you. You will never hear from my lawyer until he's right there up in personal. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell you something, Rob. Like I told you before, Rob, I love you because I like the way you get down, and I'm glad that John got down with you. I needed him to get down with you because I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And just like with everybody pull everybody up. Don't nobody pull nobody down. So it's up for you to pull somebody up too, like that. Like they pull you up, it's up for you to pull somebody up too. Don't cut nobody up. Don't do that. That's being selfish. You don't want to be selfish. You missing out on blessings being selfish, and God been blessing you. You notice that, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep the goal, let Him bless you. Don't be selfish, bro. You got don't much just given, much is required. So much is required of you, young man. So when you get that press pass and all that other stuff, you think good and be real good. And I'm gonna check. Rob, look, I want you to know I remember that 9-3. If God give me the strength and all this time to come through, I'm gonna check you on every one of the wins we gonna get, boy. And I'm telling you, we gonna go past real 9 of them real fast. So sooner or later you gonna say, all right, bro, you know what I'm saying? I understand. You was right. I didn't see the whole picture. I came back you because, they told me the other day, you came back there because they don't see the whole picture. They see half of it, a little bit over half. They don't see the whole picture. I see the whole picture, Rob. I'm sorry, Rob. I got to let you go.
Oh, you can old school. Appreciate you joining in. What up, Dre?
All right, y'all.
What up, Dre?
Hey, Dre, a coach. He coached high school ball.
Yeah, he coached high school ball in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I coach high school. Yeah, I coach high school
You position
ball.
coach or head coach?
Yeah,
You head coach or position coach?
assistant head.
That's what's up, man.
Assistant head. My head coach played here. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
I was saying, see, where I'm from, a coach is a distinguished gentleman. You hear me? So I don't call you coach. I mean, Dre. I just call you coach. You hear me? So I just want to get that out of the way.
Hey, that's what everybody else call me, man. It's a privilege to be called that, man. It's a privilege.
Oh,
a lot of people take that for granted.
You can't just be walking around calling yourself coach, though. We don't.
Right.
That's a distinguished title, dog. Real talk. That's like
no
doctor.
doubt.
That's like doctor. You heard me?
Back.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just like I say, coaching is, and if you coaching for wins and losses, like okay, when you get to college, it's a business. Everybody understands that. That's how them guys make their living and this, that, and the other. But you got to be coaching for more than just football, because every kid you touch, they're not making it to the NFL. It's not gonna happen. The majority of them not gonna make it. Most of them gonna have to go into the real world, and they need to be prepared for that. And football is a great way to prepare them for that. You have obstacles. You got a lot of stuff in your way, and that's what you got to do. As much as I'm proud of Anthony Richardson, I'm proud of the other kids that played on that team with him. But he made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just what it is as a football coach. So you keep pushing, and coach. That's what Coach Prime teaches. He started with Little League. He just worked his way up. He had the truth league, and it was
Prime Academy too, huh?
Right. He had Prime Academy, and then, but y'all see what he did with that is that's how Coach Hart ended up being the head coach, because Prime was still working at NFL Network and doing all that, and he couldn't be there like that, so he made Coach Hart the head coach. So those 3 state championships that they won at Texas, whatever, that was Coach Hart was the head coach for those teams.
That's hard for real.
Oh yeah, him and Mathis.
Coach Mathis, yeah.
The big dude, what's his name? I think he the chief of staff. His chief of staff. All them guys been together a long time. You get what I'm saying? And then you notice when he got to Colorado, where he could have a bigger stage, he went and got some more of his homeboys, like the dude Coach Chaney. And it's a couple of other coaches from that he knew from Fort Myers.
Got Flea, huh? He got Flea too, huh?
No, Flea been there. Flea been with him since Jackson. Yeah. Flea was a head coach. Flea used to be head coach
I heard that. I heard he was the head coach at Howard.
Yeah, he used to be the head coach at Howard.
And Danson too. Danson was the head coach too, right?
Well, see, that's what really gave away that Prime was leaving, because Dancy had to put in his resignation at Valley so he could take the job at Colorado.
Yep.
All right. So him being an analyst at Colorado is a pay raise from being a head coach at Valley.
Oh yeah. Listen, man, them boys weren't making no money. Them assistants weren't making no money at Jackson.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Dancy wasn't making no money at Mississippi Valley as a head coach.
No, I think he was just making 100,000, something like that. And that's what analysts. I think that's what analysts start at in Power 5. But he was the head coach at Valley, and I think he was making 100,000.
Oh, all right. So yeah, all right. That's what's up, man. He looked out for his partners. That's what's up.
Right? Yeah.
He looked out for
He,
his partners. And they good at what they doing. They ain't just no homeboy type shit.
No, he been saying that. Like Dancy, the head coach at Florida State, I think at first he was gonna take him, but he was a leading candidate for some head coaching jobs. Like the head coach at Florida State, I think he'll be a next coach that comes out of HBCU that gets it might not be a Power 5 job, but a
Bam.
School of 5 job, because he's a real good football coach.
Willie Simmons.
Yeah,
Willie Simmons, yeah. I think South Florida was just scared to pull the trigger. I think they wanted to hire him, but I just think they were scared. They really wanted to hire him because he got a great fan base in the state of Florida. And he can recruit kids out of Florida. In places like South Florida, they need to get the kids. You need to get the kids from Tampa. Like Tampa, that Tampa area is loaded with great talent. So you need to try to keep some of them kids. You need to try to keep some of them kids in your at your school. But with Florida State coming back up, and Gators ain't coming up on nothing. They trash.
Trey, has it actually started?
What?
Hey,
What
can one
we
of
talking
y'all tell
about?
me
Go
what
ahead.
Jay
Go
Norvell
ahead.
meant by he taking his hat and his glasses off?
I think he was saying that he was trying to take a shot at Coach Prime. I don't understand how though. I just know it was a shot. I don't know what he was meant by it. And maybe somebody
Yeah, I
asked
know.
him
I
this
get what you're
question.
saying. You take your hat off. That I guess that's like
No.
a
So the whole thing is, before he made the statement he made, he was talking about that they're tired. His team is tired of seeing the coach on ESPN and all this hype on Colorado on ESPN. And then he said, I don't know about y'all, but I was raised, when I do interviews, when I'm talking to grown-ups or adults or something, he said, I take off my sunglasses and my hat, because all the interviews he's seeing of Coach Prime, he has on his hat and his sunglasses.
oh, he's talking about like proper manners and stuff like that.
Correct. Exactly. Because he said he was raised to take off his hat and his glasses, or something he was saying. Basically saying like Prime is being disrespectful in his interviews.
I'm sure Coach Prime mom raised him like that too. He just chose not to do it.
I'm sure Coach Prime raised him. She probably was like, "Be you, baby. Like, be you." Period. This man, if you go watch any interviews of Prime ever in life, almost, unless he's on like a 60 Minutes or GQ interview, even maybe sometimes GQ, all of his interviews, he's dressed like that. I think when he got drafted, he was dressed like that. So he took a shot at who Coach Prime is as a man, as a leader, as a person. He's been
Why
like that.
why would he have a problem with Coach Prime getting interviews? That's just hating on another man.
That period. That's it. Like, that's it. And I think though that what everybody is saying is I think this is what Coach, I'm just going to call you Coach at this point, is saying, is that he's making this something else now, because he's taken this away from the matchup and football,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
making it
almost
bigger.
made
He
this
gonna
as
make
a
them get
personal
blown out by
attack.
more than 65-7. He gonna make it like 81-7, like Portland State got did.
Right. So he's made this something it didn't have to be. And then the rest of us are saying he also missed the opportunity to make this about his players, right? To talk about who's who on as a receiver, who, you know what I mean? Like, just talk up his team, the opportunity they have, and this, how great this is going to be, in-state rival, all the things. And then I think Rob even said, which I didn't think about, which is a great point. Sorry, I'm just taking over. I'll shut up and somebody else starts talking. Is that he also missed the opportunity to like have a relationship with Prime in a way of them coming together in Colorado, maybe doing something with their programs together, like figuring out, like, can they coexist in a way what's beneficial for both of them? Can this coach maybe have a certain players at Colorado State for a little bit and then move to Colorado, or like, how can they work together to really get this thing to work? But he ruined all that because now he's being disrespectful.
I feel like Colorado already brings interest to Colorado State though, because before I knew of Colorado, I definitely didn't know Colorado State. So
True.
The only reason I knew was they were in the conference.
Yeah.
Like Coach Brown just addressed it. He wanted to say something, but he just kind of like bit his tongue. He's like, you know what? He's like, Lord, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let
we
the
only
Lord
a couple
just.
ways away from Saturday. He gonna say it on Saturday.
No, he didn't say it in the pregame speech.
So
Tonight.
Chris E in the chat. I don't. What are you? So 3 minutes ago, you said nothing is personal in rivalry game, and now you're saying this isn't a rivalry game. We're blowing it out of proportion. So what are we doing?
You don't know.
I don't even think this is a rivalry game. It's CSU is like the little brother that wants to be where the big brother
Yeah, that's
is.
all thinking. Like this, like a little brother matchup.
Yeah,
Big brother, little brother thing.
They're just in the way. Like you just gotta play them to play them, but they're just in the way.
They're like mosquitoes here in Texas.
But
yeah,
the thing is, they're both from the same state. She made some great points. Is you're a black head coach. You're not prime. Bro, you probably on the hot seat, right? If you play your cards right and you do business the way it's supposed to be done, and last week when Coach Prime when he was asked about you, he had nothing but glowing things to say about you, right? So now if you get fired and you need a job, am I going to go out of my way to help you get another job? No. Or am I going to bring you in since you're from Colorado and bring you over here to the University of Colorado with me and get you back on your feet so you can go be a head coach again? Am I going to help you like that? Probably not now. Because, like you said, you took shots at personal stuff. And if he brought up that man mama, like, you get what I'm saying? That just don't make no sense.
Yeah. You can't recover from bringing. I'm offended.
Yeah, he basically tried to say Coach Prime was raised wrong or something.
Oh, I can't.
Say what? Say that again.
He tried to say like Coach Prime was raised wrong.
Yes.
How can you say that?
They finna get blown out the water.
He said, "My mama taught me to do this. My mama taught me to do that." So I don't be saying Coach Prime mama they teach him.
Yeah,
so has he watched any of the well-off videos? He doesn't see that man mama with him.
Correct.
You didn't see this man mama say Prime sold her house because she didn't have to live in that house no more. She got this house in Texas. She got this new house he just bought. What people don't know is most of them houses be in her name because it's his mama. His sister's there. Her kids are there. He taking care of all of them. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is becoming more than just football. And it should never become more than just football. And now that's going to be the headline.
Right. And why would you ever talk about how you were raised and bring in any family? Like, in that moment, no matter what he said next, it was out of line. The second you said the way I was raised and the way he said it, to me, made it personal. Everything else is cool. Attack Prime, do you, boo. That's cute. But the raised and the mom, and especially if you know Coach Prime's history and how he was raised, it's disrespectful.
And then, again, you talking about Shador and Shiloh's grandmama. You talking about Bucky's grandmama. Like, they still young. They don't have the kind of poise that Coach Prime has.
They're going to show it on the field.
So now when we get here to this field, and again, emotions go to taking over. Again, they might not have the resolve that Coach Prime has.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the other thing too is the reason why I took it a certain way, and I don't know, Chris, you know, I'll always respect anybody's opinion. But I don't understand how any human being would be okay with some person coming up and talking about another man's upbringing, period. That has nothing to do with football. That has nothing to do with anything that's going on. But the other piece of this is you also, as much as Prime has said this is a family business, we're here for family this, family that, family that. Like, you attacked him. That's an attack on his character and who he is as a coach. He's trying to build something for Black people too. How dare you? Like, what was the point? You wanted clicks and views? You wanted clout for what? Clout for who?
Trying to go at the man home training. That's crazy.
Hey,
It's just wild the
hey,
way you
Mr.
were raised. I respect my elders. Excuse me, sir.
Mr. Nisha,
Yep.
what I would say is, and I said it earlier, it's it's built-in hate that he's been building up for months and months. Remember, when you see they're seeing Prime on TV, they're seeing Prime on YouTube, they're seeing Prime on commercials, they're seeing Prime everywhere on billboards. So it's this built-up hate that he's been holding in, and finally he couldn't keep it in much longer because he wants to be Prime. But
And the fact
there's
he
only
tried to
one thing.
blame it on his players too. He said, "My players are tired of seeing it." No, you're
Yeah,
tired of seeing it.
it's built up hate that it's been deep inside of him for so long that he's tired of it.
8 months strong.
Which
I know
is
he mad.
which in my opinion, like as a businesswoman, which is more reason why he fumbled the bag.
Yep.
Like so you have hate for this man, which should have let you know that man is doing something you probably should learn how to do.
Uh-huh.
So you missed the opportunity to be able to experience how this man is, who he is, and learning from this man, because you couldn't even get out of your own way.
Nope.
And I don't know. There's a lot of people that I feel like do this in life, and they don't realize how much they are impacting their end result, because you like Coach Prime couldn't even deal with you if he wanted to deal with you, because he couldn't look his mother in the eyes if he dealt with you. That's how, like, this ain't it, bro. This that wasn't it. That just
Hey,
wasn't
Bucket has tweeted that Ralphie coming out with shades and a hat on.
Hey, Miss Tanisha.
Yep.
Hey, Miss Tanisha. Hey, the beating is only gonna be but so bad. Like when Rob asked us the other day, he asked us which I think the score gonna be. I told him it was gonna be 40 to 50 points.
It's worse now. It's getting
It's
bad.
gonna
It's
be
gonna be
worse.
worse than that. It's
This
gonna
is
get bad.
I'm calling it now. Shiloh's gonna get his first starting ability.
Yeah, somebody gonna fumble the
You
ball.
might see
Shiloh
a
gonna make
couple.
somebody fumble.
I can see like at least 2 or 3 people getting targeted penalties this week.
It's
Well,
gonna be Shiloh
they
for
better
sure.
not. We need them next week. No, I hate that
Yeah,
rule in
yeah,
college
we can't
football.
we can't afford for nobody to get tossed this week.
No, we can't get tossed.
At all.
No. Well,
We
and
can't
can we just
afford
talk
that.
about for a second? I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject.
No, you good. You good.
Why in college do you get suspended for a targeting call? Does anybody else think that's too
The
strict?
NCAA's
Protocol.
rules
One at a time.
governing
I would
NCAA is just
I would
dumb.
just kick him out for the rest of the game. But
One at,
starting next game, that's crazy.
one at a time. J-Dog, go ahead.
Now you should get a warning the first one, and then if it happens again, you should get kicked out. But just the NCAA trying to control everything. It actually ruined one of the national championships, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody got ejected like in the first play of the game. Was it Georgia?
yeah, it's terrible. And these kids are trying to make it. And the people in the pros are getting targeting calls. So,
Well, you just get
but
fined in the pros. You gotta
well,
be
yeah, but what I'm
really, really
saying is
bad.
though is it happens. But you could ruin a kid's entire like moment for one mistake they made in a split second on a football field, and half these people would never step foot on a football field.
I mean, it's
Well,
hard to change the way you play too, because you're taught to blow that person up that comes across the middle.
here's the thing. So when the CTE thing started, okay, the NCAA had to look like we really gonna crack down on this. We really care about kids' health and well-being. So we have to show that we're going to be strict. It also was taking shot at coaches, because sometimes as a coach, we've always taught kids not to lead with their helmet. You're never supposed to lead with your helmet. So it's like, hey, if y'all coaching this is what it's going to be. and you're right, it's hurting kids. I feel like you should get the 15 yards. You shouldn't be ejected till the second one or the third one, because it's the same thing with the personal foul. If you get 2 of those, you get ejected. So I think it shouldn't be on the first. It shouldn't be on the first targeting. You should probably get the penalty. And then some of this stuff isn't targeting. Some of it is just hard-nosed football, and that's why they're making football soft with it, because some of it is just football. Some of it is just football.
I just always go back to, these are kids, and we're supposed to be teaching them about life and, growing and learning and developing and all the things. But this rule is doing the exact opposite, because you're removing them from that opportunity to learn, not do it again, play through it, work through it. Instead, it's like it's direct punishment that game, and then the half of the next game. I just think that's wild.
Well, no, isn't it? The rule is just so if you get ejected in the first quarter of that game, you can. So let's just say somebody gets ejected the first quarter this week, they can't come back to the first quarter of next week.
Which is, I
So
just think that's wild. These kids are they're trying to get somewhere, but
they are, but also when you look at the rule book, this is what the NCAA says. It says, just like in life, there's a consequence to every action. So to them, that's their consequence to the action.
I respect
So
that. I just think the consequence is harsh.
I do too. I agree with that. But that's what they're saying about life situations, is that, hey, you might make a mistake, and it just might be a mistake, but there is a consequence to it. So that's what they're saying with the targeting. But again, I think it should at least be 2 before you get ejected. I think you should. You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
should have 2 before you get ejected.
I do too. Can you
Um,
imagine in life if we got punished for the first time we made a mistake?
That's crazy.
and that's what, as parents, that's also something that you have to look at when you're talking to your kids or anything. Hey, listen, hey, this stuff you trying to pull out and did it, but you also got to say, hey, I was there. I tried dumb stuff. A lot of people don't look at stuff that way, and it's wrong not to. And that's why I say I want these kids at Colorado to understand, because they carrying a heavy load. A lot of people don't understand that, because now you're in the public eye. Somebody's looking for anything. It's people digging to find stuff on Colorado right now, because
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a way to bring them down, and it's
true.
wrong. It's just wrong. But that not just with football. That's just life.
Yeah, that's true.
When people get on top, you try to find a way to bring them down.
What
You go out of your way, you dig, you claw, you go call up somebody and try to find out a way to bring them down instead of lifting them up, like this coach. Hey man, bruh, even now if you come out and apologize, nobody gonna take you serious. But I know Prime as a man, he'll forgive you, but nobody else gonna really take you seriously, because now. But I guess you got what you wanted, because you wanted people to talk about your football team. That's all I can gather.
But are they talking about his football team? Or are they talking about his comments?
I mean, to him, some people say all press is good press. I don't believe that. I never have. I didn't.
Yeah.
All press ain't good press, but a lot of people believe that,
If the
because that's
players was
what.
overlooking Colorado State, they not now. They're locked in.
That's true.
Again, you remember we talked about that maybe 2 or 3 shows ago. I was saying, y'all, I just want to go 1-0 this week. I don't want to overlook Colorado State. Well, y'all just made it real easy for these kids not to overlook y'all.
But respectfully, not y'all. Your coach. Your coach set you up,
Right,
basically.
and that's what I'm saying. If I'm on Colorado State team, when we get in the locker room at the end of the game, coach, don't give us no pregame. We just no postgame speech. We just gonna get dressed and go home. This on you.
Right. You
Just
did
for
this.
real. If we go out here and we get 50 to 60 hung on us, hey coach, don't give us no postgame speech. Just let us get dressed. Let us get our food. Let's get our cheese and crackers and let's go home. Hey, I'm just being for real. Hey, no, this on you, coach. Go out there and talk to them people. Hey, don't take no kids to the press conference to let them kids have to answer no questions, because now you put your kids predicament because you said your kids are tired of listening or hearing about them. So now when they get up there, hey, so did y'all really say that? Is the coach really telling the truth?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what
I
if
don't
one of them
know.
kids say, what if one of them kids get up there and they be pissed off because they done got whooped and say, oh, no, we ain't say that. That was just coach just saying what he want to say.
I got a bunch of my kids that grew up in San Diego that go to other Power 5 schools. They want to play from Colorado. Like they see the press, they see everything that's going on. Nobody's getting sick of that unless you're at a big, a Georgia, Alabama, FSU, maybe those guys. But if you're at a school not popping, I would be trying to get to Colorado.
Hey, even Georgia, Alabama, and all them schools, the backups. Now, this is what it does. This is what it does for this conversation. So now, coaches, when you get these 5-star kids in here, you're gonna be trying to find a way to play them because if I'm sitting on the bench, if I'm gonna sit on the bench, I'd rather go sit on the bench in Colorado, where it's happening at. I don't want to sit on the
Yep.
bench at Georgia. I don't want to sit on the bench at Alabama. This is boring. Ain't no hype behind this. You get what I'm saying? Even kids that ain't playing, they get to be in the videos. You get what I'm saying? So now, and this is not what college football wants. They did not want Deion to come be the face of college football, and he has. And now you don't have nobody to replace him because there's nobody with this kind of energy. Again, I told y'all, I think Saban on the back end. Dabo Swinney I think he's blown himself. He's another coach that I just think just blew himself with opening his mouth too much. So I mean, y'all name me another coach besides Kirby. I like Kirby, and Kirby kind of lets his kids do their thing at Georgia. USC coach, he pretty cool. You know, a lot of kids. He a younger coach. I think he's in his 40s, and maybe his late 30s, but I think he in his 40s. But what other coach can do what Prime do? But now these group of 5 schools and these Power 5 schools, they're gonna try to get all these NFL coaches to go get degrees because now that's what you got to do. I gotta have a star-studded lineup coming through my school. If I don't, kids ain't gonna want to come here.
Yep. But the thing is trying to get the right mixture of coaches together. Because not every player in the NFL translates to coaching.
That's facts. And it's a lot of them. You hear Shannon Sharp and them say, "Hey, I don't see how Prime do it. I don't got the patience for it because I've played at a high level, and they expect certain things. That's why Magic Johnson they weren't good coaches. I don't think Michael Jordan would probably be a good basketball coach because he's expecting one thing, and for me to have to deal with this is kind of difficult. Prime, on the other hand, he has the patience, and you need that to coach, especially to coach high school and college kids, because a lot of these college kids.
I was gonna say, I think the only superstar athlete that can do that would be LeBron.
I don't even think LeBron could
Well,
do it, and I'm a
LeBron,
LeBron fan.
I think LeBron
LeBron better do it.
He has the patience.
I'm not saying on the
I think
level of Coach Prime.
he wants to, because I think he wants to, because you see how he's.
You breaking up, Dre. You breaking up. But to answer your question, I do think LeBron.
No, I think
Dre, you breaking up.
I think a guy like him would more probably want to coach AAU or a high school.
Dre, you breaking up super bad, bro.
I don't even see LeBron doing that. I feel like LeBron is going to go into more of a business role, probably trying to own a team before coaching a team.
Can we just give an RIP shout out to Kobe, who was doing it before he passed?
Yeah. LeBron would do it. LeBron coaches his kids. He coaches AU in the summertime. But he would. One thing about LeBron, he good at recruiting. He going to recruit some players. So he's never gonna be put himself in a position to where he's in a lose position because all you know is winning. So LeBron could do it. LeBron, he he's like a coach on the floor right now, and so that already translates. But a lot of people don't understand, not every good basketball player or football player translates into a coach. It just doesn't, right? Some of the best coaches are the ones that don't play, but they've been around the game. So it's a lot of things that play in the coaching. I'm gonna tell you that there's a lot of things, and it's not just X's and O's. You deal with like I coach, so you talking about X's and O's, you talking about personality, you talking about schemes, you talking about I deal with parents, you know what I'm saying, because I'm coaching at the high school level. So it's all these things, right? And then you gotta be able to tell a parent, like every parent think their kid is Division 1. You can't tell a parent that their kid ain't Division 1, and it's like your kid ain't that. Your kid don't want to wake up and put the train, and those are the factors. Is like when you talking about like high school, you talking about players. I mean, you talking about kids, studies, and the parents. You get to college, it's even more stuff that you got to deal with. So from a factor, man, it's really hard to be a coach, man. It really is. It's a really lot of strain on your body, the things that you got to deal with. And I'll say this, man. If you get a good group of players, the parents won't be issues. If you get parents that want to be their kid, that's when issues come apart. Because it ain't about the team anymore. It ain't about them growing as young adults growing into college. It's about the parent trying to control everything. And sometimes the parent gets too ahead of themselves. And we want to teach and we want to develop these kids, but sometimes that's taken away from us by the parent. So that's what I would say. Breezy, that was the answer to your question.
Well said.
Go ahead, Jada.
I was just saying, well said. You
Hey,
know, it's
Rob.
crazy too. Like Coach Prime right now just gave props to Norvell still. Like he still didn't go the low road when he wanted to. He still just kept it like professional.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zion.
And when y'all was talking about players transitioning, I know y'all gonna give me flack for this, but one coach, even though he inherited the players, Steve Kerr.
That's Mark Jackson's team, bro.
Yeah, no. That's what I said. He inherited Mark Jackson's team, but he got champions out of them before Mark Jackson did.
Same thing with Gruden and Tony Dungy.
But to me, though, when you look at that situation, you could have put a lot of different coaches in that situation.
Yeah.
And did that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, if you watch Team USA play,
They're trying.
He showed me what kind of coach he is. That's just being real. That's just being real. It's like, it's cool to inherit, situations, but what happens when you don't got those caliber of players? Now you're gonna find out what this coach really is.
What superstars he got on the international team?
But it proves my point to what you're saying.
Anthony Edwards was the only one, and he came off the bench.
You get what I'm saying? It's proving the point of what you're saying right now. Because first thing you asked about is what superstar, right? What superstar did he have with Golden State to take him to the next level? That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
You didn't really add too much to that Golden State team that they didn't already have. You didn't really change a lot of things to what they really had. They just had another year of experience underneath their belt. But now you put you in a situation where you got these collective of guys that come together and you didn't get the job done.
Bro, you let Dylan Brooks score 39 on you.
And then on top of that, you had a player pretty much quit on you.
Who?
Brandon Ingram quit.
He
didn't play the last 2 games. He quit.
His head's probably not in the game.
You talking about for FIBA?
Yeah.
Well, with the
I know
FIBA
they've been
thing,
losing.
we didn't send our best players in.
Man, you can't say that, man. You can't say that.
It's loaded, easy.
Yeah,
You
but
cannot.
y'all gotta understand it's totally different basketball out there in FIBA than what it is in the USA. Players like Daniel Tice and Dennis Schroeder is way better in FIBA than they are in the NBA.
I
Facts.
get, I
Because the
get what
rules.
you're
Yeah, the rules are different.
saying. But
Yeah,
when
the
you're
So
European.
talking,
you could think we brought a stacked lineup, but in all reality, that's not a stacked lineup, bro. We didn't bring no superstars at all.
Well, Bron said he's going to the Olympics, so you already got Bron back for the Olympics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Breezy, I get what you're saying. I'm telling you from a standpoint, when you talk about coaching, right? And you want to say somebody's a great coach or this, they can elevate people. Well, if you can elevate people, do you really need superstars?
So you're
Yeah.
coming at Steve Kerr as a coach?
And I'm just saying, he had enough pieces to win gold, but you got to coach people. You got to resonate. That's part of coaching. That's what I'm saying.
So who you think would have been a better coach for the job?
It didn't matter. We were just talking about Steve Kerr because we were talking about the Golden State Warriors, right? Because Zion brought him up. What I'm saying is, in that situation, right, if he's this big-time coach or anything like that, you should be able to take this team because in reality, right, Germany didn't have a really powerful team that we couldn't beat them. Let's be real.
They had a solid team, though. They had Franz Wagner was doing his thing. Shooter was doing his thing.
Okay, so you break down that team, right? How many NBA All-Stars do they have on the team? Because they got NBA players on the team. How many NBA All-Stars they got on the team?
I mean, you don't have to be an all-star to be good at basketball. Franz Wagner
I'm
is
just
a
asking a simple
borderline.
question.
He's a young star in this
Yeah,
league.
he's right. You don't have to be on the All-Star team to be a solid contributor.
I know that, but there's a reason why I'm getting to this story while I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking this question.
You're
So
trying to say like how many like Team USA only took what 2?
I know. I mean, how we have on Team USA, but I'm saying when you talk about like Germany versus United States and we couldn't beat them, we could have beat them and won
Yeah.
gold. And so what I'm saying is, like,
But you got to look at that. Canada, they beat Canada, and I feel like Canada would have beat us. To be honest with you,
Canada did beat us.
Canada did beat us.
Yeah. So
They beat us because they didn't even Team USA didn't even want to play that game.
Dude, Dylan Brooks
and
dropped
not even
39.
just that, bro. Shea, they have a superstar on their team. Shea is a superstar, so I don't know. It's a difference.
But
I get we sent a lot of young, inexperienced players as well. That's not used to FIBA competition. Like Shooter is used to FIBA competition. Franz Wagner, I'm sure he's used to that FIBA competition from growing up playing for Team Germany. Our players probably not as used to it as them, so you gotta understand it's a different type of game.
Well, a lot of the Europeans, they've been playing like FIBA basketball since they were like 10 years old. So it is different.
Hey, Breezy, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I've been coaching for 10 plus years, bro. I coach basketball and football. That's one thing you ain't finna tell me how different the game is. I've coached teams overseas and I coach inside the United States, bro. I know how different it is. It's way more physical overseas than it is in the United States.
Oh yeah, overseas
The
basketball
court's
is like
smaller
old
as well.
NBA,
The
right?
game is not as open in the NBA game.
Isn't it like overseas basketball like old NBA? Like you can literally, you can bang down low and not get.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rob,
very-
how old is you? How is you coaching 10 years overseas, bro?
I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, bro.
You the youngest one on here, bro.
Black don't tag, man.
I know, I'm not surprised. I'm the youngest, but damn, I didn't think Rob was in his 30s, bro. I thought Rob was like 25, something like that.
I know I don't look in my 30s, but I'm in my 30s. What up, Big
good, Big
LT? Talk to
LT?
us.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Man, I just woke up from a nap and I see old Norvell out here talking crap, man.
Hold on. Somebody background. We gotta get somebody background to it.
I think that's his background, but he probably just got to get a
It's mine?
Hey, Big LT, hey, jump off and come
Is
back
it my
on.
background?
Big LT, hey, jump off and come back on.
All right.
Yeah, it's just he got an echo.
Yeah, you gotta echo.
Yeah, it's just she got it.
Hey, Rob, what's the next topic?
All right, I just removed him. He gonna jump right back on. Say that again.
Hey, what's the next topic?
Whatever y'all want to talk about.
Y'all want to talk about recruiting?
Oh yeah. Y'all seen what Josh Seaton said about Colorado?
Seen that already.
All right. We can get into tonight's game.
Right. I still hear static on my end.
I'm about to mute everybody. Give me 1 second.
Who playing today?
The Eagles and Minnesota.
All I know is get Jalen Hurts a running back, a real running back. Like, I'm tired of seeing him take so many. I'm tired of so many plays being called for him to run. Like, at this point, what does he make? $50 million. He's your guy. Stop putting him in these situations. Get him a running back or two. I'm tired.
They got DeAndre Swift.
Mr. Nishi, I'll say I'm tired of that too. You know what this situation reminds me of? Cam Newton.
Yeah, I hate it.
Wait, he got the all-time NCAA leader in rushing.
How long you think he gonna last, Rob?
Who?
Jalen Hurts running like that.
If they
Cam Newton only lasted 10 years.
It's gonna be the exact same. They treat him like Cam Newton, where they just got him running, and he ain't throwing or the running. Like you have a powerful offensive line. You have one of the top ranked offensive line. Hand the ball off. Just hand the ball off, or play action. Get the ball out of his hand fast. Just do something where he's not absorbing all of these hits.
How much do you think that is on
Cam Newton was
How much
6'5",
do you think that's on
230
him?
as well. Jalen Hurts only 6'1".
It looks like they're running the plays for him to run. And let's be real. The past 2 games, he has fumbled the football because I think he's running too much. In the Super Bowl, he fumbled, and he fumbled last week. And I think if he didn't fumble that ball in the Super Bowl, I think that swung that Super Bowl in my personal opinion. And then this week, how do you not? Here's my thing: you're paying this man $50 million a year. Why do you want him to run the ball? Like, what? Why? What does that do for you? I just think that the Eagles need to get 1 or 2 running backs and start running some real running plays for a running back or fullback, whatever they get. It does not need to be Jalen Hurts. Like, let's transition him. Let's allow him to be what he needs to be.
Now, I'll say this. The Eagles is my team, and they got 1,001 running backs. I just don't understand why they won't hand the ball off.
What's your predictions for tonight?
Oh, the score or just a win?
The win.
I got Eagles.
I don't think I've ever picked the Vikings to win anything important.
I got the Eagles.
All right,
Rashad Penny injured.
The Vikings are letdown, dog. They'll let you down so bad, bro.
Kirk Cousins, baby.
Where's the game at?
Philly.
Yeah, I can't go with the Vikings.
Chat. People don't realize primetime games, Kirk Cousins doesn't do well.
Especially on Monday night games.
Does he ever do well?
Thursday night games, Monday night games.
He folds.
He played good sometime, bro.
No, he folds in primetime games, bro.
Oh, in primetime, no, yeah, he garbage.
We saying this now. He might have a good game.
No, bro.
And the Eagles' defense is so good. I mean,
I think Kirk Cousins is like 0-10 on Monday night or something like that.
His record.
All right,
okay.
Primetime games where everybody got to watch you, he always lay down, bro.
All right, Ms. Jennifer said Sean Lewis been interviewing. What he's saying, I had to do some homework. I had to do some
Huh?
homework.
I don't
So
get it.
I think she's saying Jay Norvell, Sean Lewis been interviewing. What he's saying, I have to do some homework. Okay, all right.
Huh?
Days to come. Who would you match up with CU's wide receiver Simmons and Horton? Them dudes can really play. So basically, uh, number 2 and number 14. Who do y'all see? Who do y'all want them to match up
But
against?
why we gotta talk about CU when their own coach don't even want to talk about them?
Good question.
Hey
I'm
man,
just
he's
kidding.
not
I'm just
lying
being
though. Those wide
I'm just being
receivers,
petty.
those wide receivers are probably the best 2 wide receivers they faced all year.
Who? CSU?
Yeah, their
I
receivers are
wouldn't
good.
agree with that because
Orton
they saw
and
what's his name, J.P. Richardson. TCU got good receivers. They just weren't
they
passing the ball good.
do, but like Orton is on the NFL radar. And the other dude's he started as a true freshman. He's what is he 6'2", 235, 6'3", 235. He's a big boy.
He's 6'2", 235, a wide receiver?
He's big.
God
6'3".
damn.
That's big for a running back.
Like I said, the only thing they're the only ones that can like do something. They're the ones that kept them in the game against Michigan or Washington State. But they have no answer for Shador.
Shador for sure
Their
breaking his record. He breaking his record.
quarterbacks. They got Jason Sehorns at cornerback. All right, let me just say that.
They got Jason Sehorn at cornerback?
If you know what I mean.
Man, he about to get cooked.
Yeah, they ain't got no brothers playing cornerback. Let's just say that.
Jason Sehorn got to be the only white cornerback I ever seen.
Is there any other football game outside of the CU game that y'all looking forward to this weekend?
Because I'm in Austin, I want to see UT against Wyoming and how they bounce back.
Wyoming,
they get blown out.
Giving people problems, huh?
Exactly. Like I want to see. Like I saw who we were against Alabama, primetime, big game, all the things. I want to see who we are at home at night when you're supposed to dominate.
I'm interested to see that Washington State versus Oregon State game this weekend.
Wazoo? Hey, I had a partner of mine when played up there. He was like, dog, that's the weirdest stadium you ever go to. Like,
you talking about the Washington-Michigan game? That's probably the best game. Michigan State and Washington.
Wait, Michigan State and Washington?
No, I'm talking about Washington State and Oregon State.
Washington State.
They don't play this weekend.
Bro, Washington State?
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
But the game is after our game. What are you talking about?
No, they don't. Oregon State plays.
Doesn't Oregon State play San Diego State?
Yeah, they play San Diego State.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Am I tripping?
Yeah,
you tripping.
I was like, San Diego State. Those are my boys.
Who does Oregon State play?
San Diego State.
Okay, all right. I am tripping. That's next week's game. My bad. I am tripping.
Yeah.
Because I know that game is after our game one of the weeks, so I am tripping.
Washington State and Michigan State gonna be a good game. I mean, Michigan State don't have their coach though, but
sometimes though, good things happen when you don't have your coach. Sometimes.
Extreme. Who do y'all Hurricanes play this week?
I think Miami plays tonight.
No, they about to blow somebody out this week.
They play out Bethune-Cookman tonight.
Yeah, they about to blow out Bethune-Cookman, man. Come on, man.
Hey, dude.
Who they play?
Bethune-Cookman.
Hey, Rob.
What up?
Coach Prime just responded to the coach on his Instagram.
What he said?
You want me to play it or it's like a video?
You play it.
All right, hold on. Let me see if y'all can hear it.
I took my hat off, I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. So, beautiful day, ain't it? Yes, sir. Minding my own business, watching some film, trying to get ready, trying to get out here and be the best coach I can be. And I look up and I read some bull junk that damn said about us. Once again, why would you want to talk about us? We don't talk about nobody. All we do is go out here, work our butts off, and do our job on stage. But when they give us ammunition, they done messed around and made it with
I know that's in the well-off video because well-off just dropped. So
Hey,
I
you
know.
heard it from the horse's mouth itself. They gave him ammunition. They just made it bad.
Get
But
get him,
I,
coach.
we've been saying this, right? Coach Prime was gonna take it easy on him. He wasn't even gonna allow it to be a big blow. Now you just. That's why I said I feel like this is gonna be like the Southern game when they beat them 66-6 last year. That's what Coach Prime finna do to them boys this week.
It might be worse, bro.
But you know the thing that I heard Coach Prime say is, we don't talk about anybody. We don't do anything
Yeah.
but worry about ourselves.
And work.
Period. Like,
Yeah.
leave us alone.
Yeah, and that's the part where I don't get why these coaches constantly just keep coming at Coach Prime, but I get it, right?
Oh
You
well.
trying to create headways and you trying to slow down Coach Prime train. You can't stop it. You just
Now
can't stop it.
I'm gonna say now I'm interested to see how Oregon and USC coaches handle themselves, because respectfully, Lincoln Riley's been real respectful to Coach Prime, even when he was turning over his roster.
Oregon coach already blew it. It's
Oh,
already
you know,
blood
he
in the
sure
water.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
Dan
He
Lanning
did.
was the worst.
But Lincoln Riley, I don't think has said anything, because I think Lincoln
Nah,
Riley
Lincoln
was one of
Riley's
the ones
cool.
who was
He's
like,
smart. He know he
yeah, he
going
was
to
like,
that
I use the
altitude.
portal like Prime used the portal. Like, I'm not going to talk about how he's building his team. I understand how he's building his team.
Because he did it the year prior.
Yeah.
I would say this. Some gonna come out that USC week. As
Yeah.
if we don't need some gonna come out that USC week. Just like, we've
That's
been
the
waiting
only week we don't see nothing like from.
because don't think we forgot about them Dan Lennon comments. So that's why Coach Prime like, oh, y'all didn't just see, we just worried about ourselves, but y'all didn't gave us something to motivate us. Oh, nah, dog. Oh,
J.
nah.
Dot, what did you just say?
Shador stats gonna be crazy after this game. Oh my
I
god.
said USC, they ain't gonna say nothing.
Law dog.
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to us, man. Talk to us. I'm about to
Man,
end this show in like 5 minutes, so I just want everybody to go ahead and say what they got to say.
I mean, in my opinion, like I say, I would just say, man, everybody don't fell in love with the Mackin, man, of Coach Prime, man. He talk a good game, he walk a good game. You know, he look good, feel good, play good, coach good. So it's just another era of that. You know what I'm saying? He disrupting everything. So everybody want to take their shot and get in the media when they can. Everybody want to be a part of the story. So I think that's just more or less that on that. And then, you know, it's a bigger form of jealousy, especially by another black man. I'm over disappointed, but I was never a fan of Norvell too, because I remember seeing him when I was getting recruited by Oklahoma, and so I didn't really get the vibe from dude anyway myself. So never really been a big fan, but I just think it's weird overall. But the other shots can be expected from the other people in the other culture. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that, but in today's type of time and game, like, bro, I don't know. I don't even understand why he did it, bro. So he's just gonna make the show bigger, and it is what it is, bro.
What is Jay Norvell though? I know he's not just black, is he?
He's black.
He looked Mexican, like
He look
Mexican.
mixed though. He probably got a
Yeah,
white parent or something like that. And his last name Norvell. His dad probably white. Something
yeah,
like that.
something like that. I don't know.
I like how we just dissected this man off of nothing.
Nah, because what's gonna make you say something else about another black man that's doing a great job coaching? Like, I don't know.
BZ, how old are you?
19?
Oh, okay. Yeah. You'll start to see it more and more. Just keep your eyes open. Pay attention.
And then another thing I want to say is, after he made those comments,
Law Dog, you cut out.
Did he go away?
No, he just cut out.
Oh.
All right, well, we'll go to J Dot. Talk to us.
Man, it's just you don't want to give this team anything to make them riled up, and you just literally just gave them the firepower to just drop 60 points on you.
That's facts.
Like, I thought it was gonna be like a good game because their receivers, like I'm not lying, their receivers are very good.
Hey,
But
anybody got a big brother?
there's no chance now.
Anybody got a big brother?
I am a big brother.
So when your little brother, he try to go up against you, and he say something crazy, don't that make you go a little harder?
Not really. Like, when I was younger, yeah, but as I got older, well, my brother's dead now. But when my brother was alive, right? as we
Right.
grew older, it didn't really push me, right? You can say whatever you're gonna say, like words don't push me or sway me to do anything, emotionally or anything like that. So I just go out and show you, right? Because I'm from the Show Me State. Like, I'm just gonna go out there and prove my point. Man, we ain't gotta do all this talk. I can just go out there and prove it. So that's what it was for me.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
facts.
give Miss Tanisha the last word before we hop off.
My last word is just as Black people, let's respect each other, respect where we're at, and let's respect the process that we can all bring each other along. We don't have to be better than, we don't have to compete with, we can all win. I just think we need to continue to work together to win. We don't have to take shots at each other. We can just all continue to win, period. And we just need to do a better job at doing that and holding each other accountable to that, because that man has friends that need to be letting him know that he was out of line and telling him why, and he needs to do better. And I just want us all as Black people to hold each other to being better and not attacking each other. The world's going to attack us. Let's let them
Yeah.
attack us. But we need to do better with each other and not attack each other. And BZ, by the way, I wasn't taking a shot at your age. I'm just saying in life, you'll start to see more
Oh no, I'm
Black.
not. I don't worry about stuff like that.
Okay.
I know I'm young. I know I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
everything.
that's you'll see in the world how there will be lots of Black people that will turn against Black people because they think that it appears better to their white audience. And then at the end of the day, we're all still Black, and we need to remember that. So I just want us to do better and start holding each other accountable to do better, even when we fall, even when we need to continue to do better every single day. And that's it.
Yeah, he was definitely on cool activity though, for sure.
For sure.
And with that being said, if you got any businesses, and on here, you got a YouTube channel that you're, up and growing, feel free to drop those links. I always support any and everybody. That's just who I am. So continue to drop those businesses, continue to do what you do, continue to be great, be consistent every day. And one of the things I'll say, I'll talk to Colin a lot, life and football, if y'all know, that's family. But he just told me, just something that I always wanted to do, and it was always another distraction of why I couldn't get this done, right? Because I was coaching, work, but then it's like, you know what? If you don't decide to make that decision for yourself, who's gonna make it for you? So that's what helped me push to, grow my channel and to really go do what I want to do and what I love. And I just love being on here with y'all, being able to talk sports, talk, life in general. Just because this is just something that God was blessed me to do and gave me that gift to do. So it's always been a tremendous opportunity for me. So if y'all got any businesses, anybody that's looking to sponsor a YouTube channel, let me know. But like I said, if you got any businesses, please, 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 support your drop your business out there. If you're not a moderator and you want your business to have a link to drop in, just get with one of my moderators, and they will drop a link in the chat for you so we can get your business out there. So appreciate everybody that's tuning in. It's been another fabulous show. Thank you guys. Once again, couldn't be able to do this without you guys. This is RobDaMan Media, baby. Back with another live. See you guys in the next one. Peace.